Namaste everybody. Welcome to Aphinya Yoga and I am Aphinya. Today video is Yoga Makes It Easy. It's a video that will be a nice option for any one of you who are very cautious about moving through poses and very concerned in terms of going to hurt yourself. This one is going to be the last one from 4 of them, which is the chapter 4 today. If you never get to see the chapter 1, 2, and 3, I highly suggest please go from chapter 1 first, because the stretch to me, at least chapter 1 is good because I decide as a warm up, and then you can go through them in step, or from there you can kind of skip as well if you want to. Okay. In those 3 videos, we are on our back, and I do every movement that I can to get your back muscles to move, to get your hamstring to be stretched, your adductor muscles, your hip rotator muscles. Now we are going to flip the body and be on the belly, and we'll do the rest of the muscles that we can do it from by having the belly on the floor. Okay? So please, just mindfully, you come down to the ground and have your belly to the floor. So as you can see, I'm moving my hip side to side right now. I just want to loosen up my back muscles a bit. And this is a very good trick to do. Or you can bend at the knee and you windshield wiper your legs side to side. Okay, I am going to get into the pec major opening first. Is to help you to have, I'm going to come to sitting so you can see, to have an action that your chest is open and your scapula are drawing back and together. In a way, it helps you to counterbalance. Most of the times when you're sitting or standing, we kind of slouch forward and we round our back. This is going to help you to get into this opening, which actually much better for your overall being, and also we protect your rotator cuff muscles better, we protect your shoulders better, and the action is going to look like this. You extend your right arm to the sides, like from your shoulder, just extend it out, and palm facing down. Okay. I use my left hand to come on my chest to help me to turn open. I know you cannot see me, so I'm going to switch hand. I repeat the same action, stretch the left shoulder, extend my left arms out, palm facing down, keep it straight. I bring my right hand in close, as you can see, and I use that to just push me open. So my chest is open. Okay, so this is what is happening from the front. I'm going to go back to the same side. When I use my left hand to help me to open, my right arm actually can walk further, so I continue to elongate that energy until it's done. And I slowly, gradually start to turn my body open. I keep my right leg straight. I keep my head on the ground. And the more I open my chest to the left side of the room, the more the left leg will float into the sky, which actually right here, this leg, it doesn't actually get to be stretched or to use it for any only strengthening. So what you can do is that you can just, if your opening is enough, you can just bend the knee and place it behind your back, like this. I'm gonna come back to the floor and do the other side so you can see. So I turn open. The top leg is just floating into the air. The more my chest is opening away from the floor, the more I actually stretch the pec major on the bottom. If I am very tight and I'm not opening enough, right now is my right leg might not be able to land on the floor, and I might just have to hover it in the sky. Just kind of to help myself to let this leg do something, you know. So if you can be wise enough, maybe you can have a block behind you. But right now I can find a blanket, so I might have a blanket behind me instead, so I can have my foot on it, so my chest doesn't have to turn so much. However, you want just to keep turning it until you feel the stretch. And the hand that helps you to turn open, you can keep it there because it might be able to help you to kind of not have to turn so much. But if you turn so much, then this arm you can just bind it behind your back. So it just looks like this, and you want to kind of look toward the foot, but not completely, just a bit. And you feel the stretch on the pec major on the bottom shoulders. Right now is my left. And you breathe, or I would love you to breathe like at least 3 breaths or 5 breaths. Okay. So let's say switch sides. Right hand extend, left hand come in. I push and I have room to walk further, so I go and I turn my chest open. Keep the hands on the ground. The more I'm opening, the more the top leg can go back behind me. Or if not, they can just kind of, you know, try the landing. And the closer is land toward my straight leg, the less the opening will happen in the shoulders. If the more it goes back, the more opening will be on the shoulders. And the arms right here, you can even lift it if you want to do something fancy, or you just don't want to do anything, just press it behind you, or you can have it in front of the fist and just kind of hold yourself up. Exhale, come down. I'm going to repeat again so you can see the action. Pec major opening, chest opening. And then we change side. Then you come back down to the belly and the chest. Now the next muscle that I will target is the hip flexor. And I will stretch my right leg first. So I have my left forearms parallel to my chest. Left leg straight. I fan my toes and I press them into the floor. So I make my left leg engage and support me. Bend the right knee. Bring the hand to find the foot. I actually love to hold the foot from the inside, but if your shoulders are not opening enough, that is not going to happen. You are okay to hold the foot from the outside. Okay? Make sure that the right shoulder doesn't just get pulled down to the floors so intensely. The shoulder itself should lift up and away from the floor while you bring the foot down toward the hip. Now, the foot actually is not on top of the hip. It's just slightly to the side and snuggle to the outside edge of the hip. Yeah? When you have that, the other action that you should do is you want to lengthen the front muscles. You do that by point that right knee back behind you while you pull the right foot toward the crown of your head. Okay? So you bring the foot down and you lengthen. And that knee point it back and pull the foot toward the crown of the head. And lift that shoulders up and away from the floor. Left foot grounded. If you are tight, you can keep your body really close to the floor. Make sure that the right knee doesn't fan to the side so much. You still want the legs to have a distance about hip distance. Yeah. Once again, you stay here 3 to 5 breaths. Let's say I switch sides. So I ground my right leg, have my right forearms parallel to my chest to support me. Then the left knee, hold the foot with the hand. Stay close to the floor if you want less intensity feeling of the stretch. Come off the floor more if you want more intensity of the stretch. Okay? So bring the foot down, pull the knees back, and also point the knee back and pull that foot toward the crown of your head. And breathe. Now, the height. You can add height of your torso to get off the floor. The more you go up and off the ground from the chest, the more intensity of the stretch you are going to feel. And you should be mindful of that, of how much you ask from the body and how your body reacts. Okay. So let's say right here, if I want to go up higher, I can kind of walk that right hand in a little closer. I push the floor. I push into the floor to lift my chest off the ground. And when the height is increased, the strength of the core should also increase to protect the lower back. Okay? And do 3 to 5 reps as well. And you come down and feel right here in the lower back. If you feel it's kind of gripping, you can rock the hips side to side to loosen it up. And if you don't mind, now I'm going to do these 2 poses again without too much detail, but with breath only. So right arm extend, palm facing down, left hand come close to the chest, and push my body open, turn sideways, walk the right arm as far as I can, ground the left foot down, left arm, I decide to place it down, back behind my back, and I breathe right here. In and out through your nose, deep breath. Look more toward your feet, please don't look up so your neck can stay relaxed. One more breath for me. Then come down to the floor with your exhale. Switch sides. Turn open. Walk the left hand as far as you can. Look down toward the foot. Turn open, open, open as much as you can. Land your right leg wisely. You can land it closer so your chest can stay more close to the floor. Land your foot further so your chest is opening further from the floor, and the more you're opening, the more stretch you are going to feel. And just breathe. to the belly. Move gracefully. Then we stretch. Let's say the right hip flexor. Left forearm parallel to the chest. Spread the left toe, left leg straight. Plant the foot, plant the nails, plant those toes into the ground. Bend the left knee. Get the foot with the hands, bring it down a little bit toward the outside of the hip. Shoulders is open. When I exhale, I pull the foot toward the ground, and also I bring the foot down toward the floor and I point that knees back behind me. Even one or you want more stretch, bring that left hand down closer to you. Push, lift the chest off the floor, draw your core in. If you like too much, get that hands go far enough so you can rest your forehead on it and just work only the legs. Switch legs. If you can see my toes, I actually spread both of them. When I spread my toes, my legs muscles are engaged. And I want the muscles to be engaged while I'm stretching them, so I don't pull them off from the bone and strain them unintentionally. I really respect the idea of active stretch because that's how I learned how to do yoga. So that's going to be what I will share with you. Okay. And then come out from that. And I held my lower back a little bit to rest. Then we actually choose strengthening the muscles right here as well, because when these muscles are strong, your tendency of having problem with the lower back ache or pains will become less. Okay. What you need to do is just to lift other part of your bodies off the floor while you use these muscles and everything around that lower part of the back to the front to hold the weight. You just extend your arm to the side. You just lift. Inhale, legs and arm, chest, neck long, and you come down. You lift and come down. If you don't mind, can you turn your palms away from the floor? Exhale, come down. We do 3 more. Exhale down. I want you to look or gaze toward the ground. Exhale down. It's about like a foot away from you. Exhale down. Up. Exhale down, and I stack the hands. When you're done a set, you rest. And when you rest, relax the jaw. Relax the muscles around your neck. Around your neck. The muscles of your eyes. Then the last one that I'm going to offer to you is to strengthening the core. It's the same idea. We want the front muscles to also become stronger for the back, for the health of our lower back. The other benefit from learning to carry your weight is to keep the bone density to you don't let the bones carry weight, then you're going to lose the density of it, and you will have those like broken bone and soft bone very easily. So please, I know it's not going to be easy, but it's worth to keep yourself healthy for as longest time as possible. Now, when I said that, please know that it's not only doing yoga will keep you healthy, okay? You have your elbow underneath your shoulders. You can interlace your hands right there. I'm going to give you the easier one first. You keep your knees on the floor, bring the feet up to the sky, and have your knees hip distance apart. Then you push into your knees, push into your elbow, lift your belly off the ground. When you have lift, keep it, and then you lengthen the chest forward. And you hold right here. No, for some reason I feel like my knee is way too far back, so then you move it closer. You actually should do that too. It's much better to lift first, and then lengthen. And hold with no really tension around your neck. Full breath in and out through your nose. Now, if you happen to be stronger and this is what you feel like you can challenge yourself further, since you are close to the floor anyway, you can have your legs straight. Tap your toes under, get the knees off the ground, push down to the arms and lift your core in and off the floor. Remember, when you have the lift, then please add length, just move your chest forward. And this one is definitely twice higher, if not even more. Okay? So please make your choice. And you stay there, probably full inhale and exhale for 3 breaths. Or you can do 5, or you can stay longer. The more you stay longer, the more challenge it's going to become, and you can make those options that fit you best that day. Okay? So we pretty much end it for this video. Just make sure that your back feels good. Come out from it mindfully. Alright. All these moves are very easy, very simple. And once again, you can do it less than what I asked you to do. If you appreciate the knowledge I share, with you, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you want more tips, please subscribe with Aphinya Yoga. See you in the next video, everybody. Namaste.